Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Are you learning English and feel like native speakers talk way too fast? Do you get nervous because you can't keep up with the conversation? If you said yes, then this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about a powerful secret weapon for English learners, speaking slowly. That's right. Slowing down is actually the key to speeding up your fluency. It might sound strange, but by the end of this video, you'll understand why mastering slow English is your ultimate guide to speaking clearly and confidently. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's unlock the power of slow English together. First, let's talk about why speaking slowly is so important, especially for beginners. When you're just starting out, your brain is doing a lot of work. It's trying to remember vocabulary, figure out grammar rules, and get the pronunciation just right. It's like juggling. If you try to speak too quickly, you're more likely to drop one of those balls. You might forget a word, mix up your tenses, or mispronounce something. This can make you feel frustrated and even more nervous about speaking. But when you slow down, you give your brain the time it needs to process everything. You can think about the words you want to use and how to form your sentences correctly. It's about quality over speed. Speaking slowly allows you to build a strong foundation, making sure each word is clear and each sentence makes sense. This isn't just for you. It's also for the person you're talking to. When you speak clearly, they can understand you better, which leads to more positive and successful conversations. So what are the real benefits of slowing down your speech? The first major benefit is improved pronunciation. English has a lot of tricky sounds that might not exist in your native language. When you speak fast, it's easy to muddle these sounds together. For example, think about the words ship and sheep. If you say them too quickly, they might sound the same. But by speaking slowly, you can focus on the shape of your mouth and the position of your tongue for each sound. You can clearly say sechi p and s, he p. This careful practice builds muscle memory. So over time, you'll be able to make these sounds correctly even at a faster speed. Clear pronunciation is one of the biggest keys to being understood, and slowing down is the best way to practice it. The second huge benefit is a major boost in your confidence. Have you ever been in a conversation where you start talking, get stuck on a word, and then just freeze? It's a terrible feeling, and it can make you afraid to speak again. When you make a conscious decision to speak slowly, you take control of the conversation's pace. You are in the driver's seat. This control reduces the pressure to be perfect and fast. You'll find that you make fewer mistakes, and even if you do, you have the mental space to correct yourself without panicking. Each successful conversation, no matter how slow, builds your confidence. You start to realize, hey, I can do this. People understand me. This positive feedback loop is incredibly powerful. More confidence leads to more practice, and more practice leads to more fluency. It all starts with giving yourself permission to slow down. Now you might be thinking, okay, I understand the benefits, but how do I actually practice speaking slowly? I've got some great practical tips for you. The first technique is called shadowing, but with a twist. Find a short audio clip or video of a native speaker who speaks clearly and at a moderate pace. First, just listen. Then, listen again and repeat what they say, trying to match their rhythm and intonation, but do it at half the speed. Pause the audio as much as you need. The goal isn't to keep up, but to imitate the sounds accurately and slowly. This helps you internalize the natural flow of English without the pressure of speed. You can find many slow English podcasts or YouTube channels designed specifically for learners. These are fantastic resources for this kind of practice. Another excellent technique is to record yourself speaking. I know, most people hate hearing their own voice, but this is an incredibly effective tool. Choose a simple topic like what you did today or your favorite hobby and talk about it for 1 or 2 minutes. Your goal is to speak as slowly and clearly as you can. Then listen back to the recording. Pay attention to your pace. Are you rushing through certain words? Is your pronunciation clear? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about becoming aware of your speaking habits. The first step to changing a habit is noticing it. Do this regularly, maybe once or twice a week, and you will start to see a huge improvement in your clarity and control. My third tip is to practice with a partner. This could be a friend who is also learning English, a language exchange partner, or a tutor. Before you start your conversation, agree that you will both speak slowly. This takes the pressure off completely. You won't feel like you're holding the other person back because you're both on the same page. You can give each other feedback in a friendly, supportive way. For example, you could say, I had a little trouble understanding that last word. Could you say it again slowly? This kind of practice is not just about speaking. It's about active listening too. It mimics real-life conversation in a safe and controlled environment, which is the perfect way to build your skills for the real world. Let's also talk about mindset. It is important to remember that speaking slowly is not a sign of being bad at English. In fact, many great public speakers, even native ones, use a slow, deliberate pace to make their points more powerful and easier to understand. Think of it as a tool, not a weakness. When you're speaking, focus on communicating your message, not on how fast you can say it. Clarity is always more important than speed. If you catch yourself speeding up because you're nervous, just take a deep breath, pause for a second, and reset. It's perfectly okay to pause in a conversation. It shows you're being thoughtful about what you want to say. So, change your perspective. Be proud of speaking slowly and clearly. You are communicating effectively, and that's the whole point of learning a language. Let's put it all together in a little daily practice routine. You can do this in just 15 minutes a day. Start with 5 minutes of slow shadowing. Pick a short audio clip and practice repeating it slowly. Next, spend 5 minutes recording yourself. Talk about a simple topic, focusing on slow, clear speech. Don't listen back right away. Then, for the last 5 minutes, do some mindful reading aloud. Grab a book, an article, or even just the back of a cereal box and read it out loud. Exaggerate the sounds and go as slowly as possible. The next day, you can listen to yesterday's recording before you start your new practice. This consistent daily engagement with slow speech will transform your speaking skills faster than you can imagine. Consistency is the secret ingredient. So to wrap things up, speaking fast is not the goal. The goal is clear, confident communication. By slowing down your speech, you give yourself the time to pronounce words correctly, build sentences properly, and reduce your anxiety. This leads to a massive boost in confidence, which encourages you to practice more. Remember our tips. Practice slow shadowing, record yourself to track your progress, and find a partner to have slow conversations with. And most importantly, change your mindset. See slow speech as a powerful strategy for success. Start implementing these techniques today, and you will be amazed at how quickly you become a more confident and clear English speaker. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more English learning advice. Let me know in the comments which tip you're going to try first. Keep practicing, be patient with yourself, and embrace the power of speaking slowly. See you in the next video.